Hello and all, welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. Mahomad Ankalaev is training with Alexander Volkov, the heavyweight contender. Will this be any sort of advantage for Mahomad Ankalaev heading into UFC 313 when he goes in there to face, obviously, Alex Pereira? We're going to talk about how sparring / training with Alexander Volkov could serve as a advantage for Mahomad. Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Mahomad training with Alexander Volkov, the heavyweight fighter. I want to say that Alexander Volkov is probably at least top 3 tallest fighters, lankiest fighters in the UFC. The heavyweight contender. He's not the tallest. There's another guy that is the tallest who's competed recently. I forget the guy's name. But Alexander Volkov is one of the lankiest fighters, probably top 3 lankiest, tallest fighters in the UFC. What am I trying to say here? Alex Pereira, obviously being the lanky fighter that he is, causes issues for guys, especially with that lead hook that seems to land from miles away, really. And he kind of wraps his hand around that lead hook. He wraps it around guys, and guys don't even really notice until they're on the ground, really, the lead hook for Alex Pereira. Obviously, one of the lankiest fighters of his division. Alex Pereira is by no means one of the largest fighters in the heavyweight division or the UFC period. There are many taller guys, lankier guys. Alexander Volkov is one of those guys. Now, obviously, both Volkov and Pereira have their own styles, but they have similarities, the length of fighters. And solving the riddle of getting into the inside. If you're, it's funny to say that a 6'3", 6'4" Mahomad Ankalaev is going to be considered the at least shorter reach out of the two between him and Alex Pereira. So he's going to want to get inside to land those combinations, and I think that what he's doing with Volkov is mimicking exactly that sort of style where he goes in there and tries to get in the guard of the taller fighter, lankier fighter, and land some combinations. So I imagine some similar scenarios to that are happening in that training camp. And it's most certainly an advantage training with a guy like Alexander Volkov. Volkov that's rejuvenated. He's had a fantastic second spell to his UFC career. Kind of reminds me of Dan Hooker, but most certainly Alexander Volkov is on the up and up, and he's a lanky fighter that could mimic the style of Alex Pereira, at least somewhat in training. At least, matter of fact, he's even lankier. So maybe that's what Mahomad Ankalaev has in mind, and that's the kind of patterns that he's trying to solve within those training sessions. If you made it this far, appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments and like, subscribe for more.